on, you'll get it because now there's less people at that moment in time trying to get on. And so it's a lot of times it's the site you're going to.
Oh, okay.
We do have another phone call, and I think I got the thing working now. Good
right.
morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Good morning, Jim. It's Sonny calling. The fact that wouldn't that streaming depend on what speed your internet is arriving into your computer at?
Yeah, a lot of it's the speed, but with adaptive bit rate and variable bit rate, the two machines talk, the server on the one side and the one in your computer, and they adjust themselves accordingly. So if it broke up initially and then it didn't break up anymore, then they've reached an agreement. This is the speed. But if there's a lot of people on the other end trying to get it, your computer just cannot talk to that other server and say, hey, I'm over here, and we've already agreed you would send it to me at this speed. And so, yes, if you have too low a bandwidth coming into your computer, you're not going to get much of anything. Under 10 megabits is pretty low. So if you have a dial-up situation, you won't get it at all. And if you have a connection that's under 10 meg, you're really hurting. You really should have like 25 megabits per second.
Right. I got to... how would I check that out? Is there
Sure.
like a program?
No, it's very simple. So if you're
on the Windows,
yeah,
and
if you're at your computer,
speed test and all that.
Yeah, Sonny, if you're at your computer, just type in speedtest.net. And when it comes up, it says test speed, and you say yes. It gives you a state of Florida. It gives you the whole United States, but it gives you a state of Florida. And it gives you like 20 different places you can test from. You click on Jacksonville or click on Pensacola or whatever, and it says, fine, this is what your speed is.
Right.
Yeah. And then the other thing is the delay. It'll say anything more than 25 milliseconds is too slow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'll stick to my flip phone and my old HP and
yes.
carry on.
All right. Thank
Have
you.
Have a good day. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Everybody.
Bye
now.
Thank you, Sonny.
I meant to ask you, how'd your 4th go?
Good. Oh, my gosh. We saw these great fireworks over at Top of the World.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
did you?
wonderful.
Oh, my gosh. I had no idea it was so good and so busy, so crowded. I had no idea.
Wonderful.
Right, I mean, right around the corner from where Robin lives. We were over there working. We were doing a children's book, which is very low tech, actually. It's colored pencils. Jim, what was that website again? Well, tell me the website.
Speed test.
Speed. Okay.
The .net. Speedtest.net.
I'm gonna see what we're doing here.
Yeah.
It says go. Okay, I'll hit go. Do I hit go?
Sure.
Just hit go. Okay.
Because it already highlighted a spot for you.
Okay, it says CenturyLink, Orlando, and Ocala Utilities Services.
Yeah, hit any one you want. You're right.
Okay, hit connecting. Now it's got like a speedometer on it.
Yeah.
And it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. What do I look at?
It's gonna stop.
Oh, it's gonna stop eventually.
Yep.
All right, and then you're gonna tell me what this means?
Okay.
It's not stopping yet. All right. Oh, wait, 57.21 download.
57 megabits per second. Wow.
Is that good or bad?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, that's the download speed. Now the upload speed is loading. Really, 57 is good, huh?
Oh, yes.
And 57.08 upload.
Okay, so you have what's called the 60-60 package. 60 megabits per
Thank
second
you.
in and 60 megabits per
Appreciate
second
that.
out. Yeah.
I'm going to keep that in on my calling card.
That's right.
Larry Whitler with the 60-60 package.
Want to see my package?
You got your man card. You guys are good.
All right, so I'm sorry, we were being silly. So that's a good thing then.
Yeah, so CenturyLink gives you between 7 and 10 megabits per second. I'm delivering a 25 to 50 megabits per second. The city of Ocala is giving you 60 megabits per second.
So why does this crash so much then? It must be the
So
computer.
see, there again, it's not the speed and it's not the bandwidth. It's where you're going and what channel you're going through. That's why I said a lot of times if you'll get off and get back on, it takes another path. In other words, it was going through Orlando to get to Jacksonville. You got off, and now it goes to Tallahassee to get to Jacksonville.
Wow.
because there's no straight wire going from point A to point B. It's going through servers, and not all servers are public. There's some of them are private servers.
Gosh.
Did you hear the story we had this morning about the time capsule from 1939?
No.
It's designed to be opened 5,000 years later. 5,000 years later.
The Westinghouse time
If
capsule.
man is still alive, yeah.
6939
That's right.
is
And
the
if
year.
woman can survive.
It's in Queens, New York. It's part of the World's Fair from 1939. It's buried in the Immortal Well. Well, okay. So one of the things in the thing is microfilm. I think we called it microfiche, or is it two different things?
Microfiche. Oh.
And of course, they had to put a microfilm viewer. Okay, and it's got like books and all kinds of stuff on it. I guess that was the precursor to digital storage.
Yeah.
Right. So listen to this, and this was probably impressive back in 1939. It has on it 100 books, a total of more than 22,000 pages. And 10 million words and 1,000 pictures. Now, that's on this device that's buried in the time capsule. That seems very small compared to what we can store on a thumb drive today.
Unbelievable.
Right?
Yes.
Wow, isn't that something?
Yep. Technology is just taking off. Storage is a big deal for people. I mean, my wife buys terabit hard drives. Not just 1 terabit, but a 2 terabit hard drive, and they're full. She maxes them out with her doggy pictures.
Really?
That's a lot.
And she hates to delete a dog picture. I said, this dog hasn't been alive for 10 years. It's okay. It's my dog. I got a picture of it.
Today, by the way, is to take your dog on a road trip day.
Really?
Yes.
I think my wife has to take your dog on a road trip every day. She loves her dogs.
Do you go to restaurants with the dogs?
I do not.
Does she?
Do not. No.
Because there's a few of them that allow this.
Oh, yeah. No, she has a service dog. It's qualified.
But you don't even need to have a service dog in some of these places. It's just a dog.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Daryl's restaurant.
There you go. Daryl's Diner.
Have you seen Daryl's? He's got pictures of dogs all over the wall and everything. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
gosh.
I have been to Daryl's, but I just never noticed.
Daryl is the dog guy.
Right now, Joe's cringing. He hates when we bring up brand names.
But I wonder if he has any magnets in there. You got to watch this. Watch those magnets.
That's something else. That story, huh? About the magnets.
Well, that bull goring the guy. That was a story.
Yes. Now there's technology for you.
I think the moral to that story is run faster.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that we didn't care about the guy who got gouged in the stomach or about the guy on life support. Just the guy who got gouged in the scrotum.
That's it.
That was it.
Well, a lot of people now are putting the microchips in their pets. Is there an app on a phone that you can get that will just automatically have the signal from the microchip from your pet on there?
There is, and we do not have it, but all of our dogs are microchipped. But you take it to any vet and they scan. It's really like a scanner, a little different than. But there is an app, but it's I think you have to pay for it, and it's not like a $1 app or a $10 app. I think it's more like a $500 app.
Wow!
Because it has to be updated constantly for every little microchip that ever got delivered.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so-
okay.
That's what I think. Do I know that for a fact? I do not. But I know that with all the microchips we have on all our dogs, my wife does not have that app. And
Let me ask you something
I
about.
remember her saying it's expensive.
About technology and dogs.
Okay.
The Apple iPhone, the new one, is going to be the way it's secure so that only you use it is with facial technology. Did you see this?
I heard that.
Okay. Can you do that with a dog? Like, instead of putting a chip in the dog, can you just take a picture of the dog and say, okay, this is the face? Do dogs have unique faces like humans do?
I don't know. All dogs look alike to me. My wife, my wife would go to, when we were younger, we'd go to horse shows, and because the kids like horses. And I'd say, yeah, you seen one horse, you seen them all. She'd say, that's not true. This horse, this. I think dogs about the same way. If there were 10 black dogs out there, to me, they're just all black dogs. But to her,
well, if they were the same breed, I think so too, yeah.
She knows the difference.
10 Dobermans look like 10 Dobermans.
That's all. That's it to me.
But I wonder if that's just us. I wonder if a computer or another dog would know.
I think it would.
Well, they have to sniff around, I think.
A sniff app.
Hello.
So that,
Oh yeah, no, I know this guy.
because
Hey, big fella.
because they have a microchip requires a little surgical procedure.
It does.
Okay.
Actually, it's a needle. No, it's a needle.
What do you mean a needle?
So she puts it in my wife. She puts it in a needle like a syringe.
yeah.
It's the size of a grain of rice.
Right.
And she puts it under the skin and puts it right in.
And that's it. It
That's
doesn't. Could it cause an infection or anything?
Well, you clean the area with alcohol first, and then you clean the area with alcohol when you're done.
Yeah, Cosmo has one in him.
Yeah.
All right. You
1,
got-
2, 3.
You got a phone call, but that could break, right? Couldn't that? Oh, never mind. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Hey, Hugh.
Yeah, say my wife wants to put one of those chips into me.
Yeah. Find out where you're at. Hello. Daddy, come home.
I'm with the dog, so I don't know what the deal on that is.
Yeah.
See, I talked to my brother-in-law the other day up in Wisconsin, and he wants to buy a brand new, large TV, flat screen TV for the coming up Packer football season. But the TV that he has, according to his wife, is just fine, is working good. When those flat TV screens start to go, I mean, like the old tube ones the colors used to get funny, and then horizontally it kind of started pinching. What would happen to a flat screen when it's coming to the end of its usage?
Well, a lot of things. Number one would be dull. The contrast and brightness just would not be there. And the other one would be there's really multiple panels inside a flat panel. So all of a sudden you would see a square somewhere that just doesn't light up. It's black. Or the whole screen goes black or something like that. So the electronics part will last a long time. It is the screen. Screen's the failure point of a TV. The electronics are not so much.
It doesn't pay to repair them then, right?
Oh, no, you can't repair them. I mean, you can change a card. So there's like 3 cards inside of a flat screen. And if a person came to your house, and let's assume he was a Sylvania dealer or Samsung dealer, and you had a Samsung, those 3 cards would repair every one ever made, let's say. And he would just change out that card, whether it's a video card or an audio card or a power supply card or whatever it was. And but the cost of that, I mean, I think I said the other day, and if I haven't, I'll tell you, I bought a 42-inch to put in my daughter's room, who's visiting with us, and I bought it from Walmart, and it was a Samsung Smart. They had all of these extras. I mean, Hulu was hooked up, a Roku, everything was. I mean, this thing is so $133.
Wow.
Now, where are you going to buy a 42-inch for $133?
What a great price.
Unbelievable.
I do have a better price.
All right.
A better price.
Oh, all right.
You want to hear it?
Sure.
Hotels replace their TVs every 3 years.
Yes.
And so just kind of ask them, when are you going to change your TVs? I'd like to buy one. They will sell them for $50.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Keep in mind, those TVs have been used and abused.
Yeah. But I heard that on the thing. There was a story this morning about the Taj Mahal Trump Hotel. That they were selling the TVs there, and the you know how the computer will give you like a related article.
Yep.
So it showed this article. There was a repairman, and he replaced his TVs for the Hilton, and they replace their TVs every year in the Hilton.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
go to this Hilton and say, hey, when are you going to change your TV?
Yeah, going down the road to the at lunch.
I wonder what they do with them. I wonder if they sell them or how they do
Well, yeah,
that.
just as you have used furniture stores that sell used furniture, if you go in there, you'll see TVs.
Wow.
They buy the furniture from the hotel and they buy the TVs.
This furniture out here is from the what do you call it? The one that Anthony worked at. Anthony, he's not there anymore, but
Oh, yeah, Homewood Suites.
yeah, those chairs are from Homeless Suites.
At Heathbrook.
Good morning. You're on the air with Jim. Thank you for waiting.
Hey there, Jim George.
Yes, sir.
Jim George, I want to know if I'm still on schedule.
Well, you are. I'm trying to find some time, Frank. It's one of those things. There's no time. There's no time.
I know how that is. You don't have to tell me nothing about that.
And it's been hot, in case you haven't noticed.
When it gets like that, I go see Esther. You know her?
I was in an attic yesterday, and I was in there for 2 hours running cable. And let me tell you, when I came down from that attic, you couldn't even recognize me. I was so drenched.
No. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Free business.
But no, while you're on my list, I got your
Make sure
address.
I'm still on schedule.
You are.
Thank you, Jim.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think he wants an antenna put up, right?
Yes, he
3, I
does.
think.
He does.
Yeah.
Antenna.
Yep.
All right, this is a good time. Oh, no, it's not a good time. We got to go. Wow, it went fast. All right, Jim, how do we get a hold of you? What's your number?
854-9795. And I see your apple tree is growing great.
Yes, it is. Not bad.
Look at that. A 3-leafer. Oh, a 5-leafer.
And my bananas are being ripe. See the bananas on
the
the
bag.
No, I didn't. All right. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
So
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump and the Russian president have already come face to face on the sidelines of the G20 summit in